Many have been saying for a long time that with Elon Musk destroying Twitter, they're gonna need to go somewhere else, and many are now putting their social media where their mouth is and fleeing Twitter at long last. A few to Threads, kind of, but many more apparently on a day-to-day basis to Bluesky. And they're finding there that, hey, not all social media needs to be a hellhole. Now, if you're the right wingers still on Twitter and you see many people fleeing, and as they go, your reason for wanting to be on social media and troll them go with them, then you're gonna be kind of annoyed about that. And you could theoretically do a little bit of self-reflection as to why people don't want to be on Twitter anymore, why it is that when a social media site is given over wholly to right-wing toxicity, it's not that popular. They're not doing that though. Instead, they're spreading conspiracies, and it's their favorite brand of conspiracies. And so you can see tweets like this saying, the logo for the Bluesky social media site is a butterfly. Now, where have I seen that before? And if you like zoom in on all of that, it's saying that the butterfly is one of the symbols used by pedophiles that apparently don't care about the gender of their victim. And I love that, that's amazing. So the idea here is the inventor of Bluesky, who I think is one of the inventors of Twitter originally, wanted, I guess, to set up a social media site for child predators and decided, you know what, as a treat, I'm gonna use the same branding as them. That's the idea. Also, I love the idea that this person who tweeted that said, now where have I seen that before? I cover this stuff all the time. I didn't know about that. You're telling me you just remembered offhand that the logo for child sex predators who don't care about the gender of their victim was a butterfly, and you knew that. You already knew that thing. I don't think that says anything about Bluesky, but it might say something about you. But anyway, they find this very convincing. It's all over the place. OG meme is tweeting about it, that apparently the butterfly is the logo, I guess. Some community notes, I think, have been having a lot of fun with this, just saying it's an effing butterfly. And like, just as a lark, I decided to see, okay, so butterfly is the logo for child sex predators who don't care about the gender of the victim, and it's for Bluesky. What if it had ever been the logo of anything else before? And so I did rigorous research on Google for about 1.5 seconds, and I found that Microsoft's MSN has a butterfly logo, and Benchmade, which makes like knives for dudes, is a butterfly. Nick Jr. controversially was a butterfly for a long time. The networking thing Sigfox in the USA is a butterfly because it's a butterfly. It's a common thing. This is, Daria, this is like the strangest copium. The idea that, no, it's not a bad sign for Twitter that they're fleeing. They're just going because they want pornography featuring children or whatever. What do you think?
It genuinely makes no sense. To your point, I didn't know that the butterfly symbol was a sex trafficking, sexual predator thing. It's weird that they know that. In fact, I mean, I know we kind of retired the weird thing with Tim Walz, but it's still carrying on. They're still doing these weird, trying to make inferences where I really don't see any. I think he's just mad that Twitter is losing its platform, it's losing its followers. We had Gabrielle Union come out and say that she wasn't going to be on it anymore. We had people like John Legend. There's a mass exodus
Stephen
happening.
King?
Stephen King. And like it or not, those are the cool people. I mean, the right doesn't want to say they're cool. They don't like to associate with this idea of celebrity culture, but they still want to hang out with them and they still want to be associated with them. So their best bet is now to resort and call Bluesky a predator app. It's weird. It's plain weird.
Super weird. We need Tim Walz right now. I'm gonna pause for 1 second before we get back to our elements, because I want to give credit to someone in the audience. And Vic Droid, I don't know if you already have a Blue Apron gift card, but if you don't, send an email to rewards@tyrtnetwork.com, because I can't believe I didn't think of this. So Bluesky is immediately suspect because its logo is a butterfly, which if you dive into 10 layers of research is connected to pornography or whatever. The logo for Twitter is literally an X, the thing you use to denote that something is pornographic.
Right.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Now, look, it's not to say that there isn't objectionable materials on Bluesky. Indeed, any place where people congregate, because people are terrible. So Bluesky Safety had posted that they had received all these reports over the last day. A lot of people are coming in, so there's far more people than there were a week ago. they've gotten like 3,000 reports an hour. Now, many right wingers are saying they're getting that many reports about this sort of content. That's not what they're saying at all. But there are reports about that, and they're trying to stop it. The opposite of what the conspiracy theory is, they're doing everything they can with their resources to stop the spread of that sort of stuff. And they note, by the way, that with this new influx of users, they're seeing increased spam, scam, and trolling activity. Because here's the thing, when a bunch of libs go to Bluesky, it's not just the libs that go to Bluesky. Some of the right wingers aren't content to just like say, hey, come back here so I can heckle you. They follow them to the new site, and some of them, it turns out, are also bad people. And since they don't want Bluesky to succeed, is it possible, maybe even likely, that some of the disgusting material being spread that feeds into narratives like this could be being spread not by liberals who are enthusiasts of that sort of content, but right-wing trolls desperately trying to create a story out of nothing? I can't prove it just yet, but I personally find that to be quite plausible. And Daria, before you comment, I just want to throw out also, this is gonna blow people's mind. Did you know that objectionable materials have been posted on Twitter as well before? There was actually reporting about how easy it is to find and trade this material. And why wouldn't it be? Elon Musk has specifically reinstated awful toxic accounts. He has destroyed their moderation teams. He has tried to make it a place that free speech reigns supreme, as long as it's not like Ken Klippenstein or whatever. And so what do you know? People are spamming and they're scamming and they're spreading all sorts of disgusting materials.
The thing to me is, John, they won. So you won. Go be happy. Why would you join the site of the people that you don't like? It's like they're obsessed with them. So joining the site now they're trying to spam it. They're trying to make it a place that's hateful. And it's like, you have X. You wanted this to be your site. Enjoy it. But they're just not happy because they're not happy people. And they're never going to be satisfied until, they have their way on every single platform. And it really is, to me, the fact that Elon Musk is, I don't know, I lost my train of thought there, but he's not going for it. I mean, he has made X into a terrible, terrible platform, and he's suffering the consequences for it. Bluesky, hopefully Bluesky will continue to thrive and do great.
Yeah, I'll give my thoughts on Bluesky in just a sec, but I totally agree that like many of these people have been trained to only derive pleasure from inflicting pain on other people. Like it's not like, man, if we only got our way, then I could just sit here and be happy. That's not a thing for them. Their identity is based on being a victim to all these unfair things and then lashing out, trying to troll them, trying to get a response and all that. They can't conceive of people just wanting to go to Bluesky and tweet about politics, yes, and news, sure, but also like, I don't know, TV, where our conversations are not exclusively complaining about the fact that women or people of color are being cast on things. Just like using it like it used to be. That's an appealing thing to many people, and they don't understand it. Elon Musk is like the greatest example of that. He's not a real person. He's just a gaping hole of need and want, and like, I get something will make me satisfied. No, nothing will make you all satisfied. Members make a difference here at TYT. You help make the show happen, and we see you in the chat with your loyalty badge. Click the join button to become a member today.